Daisy, might just ask off the top about Ella Roberts. How'd she pull up from training?
Yeah, really well. Moved well. She's competing and got a smile on her face because she's back out there in the main session. So, yeah, she pulled up well and she's looking good.
Still facing a fitness test on the eve, or?
Largely just how she pulls up from this, but by all reports she got through everything that we planned to and she's looking really confident. So she would have said she was right to go last week, but no, we just trust our medical team on that. But yeah, all reports at this stage is that she did everything that she needed to at a really high level, and if she pulls up well tomorrow, we'll get to see her play some footy on the weekend, which is great.
Michaela and Roxy, how were they after today?
Yeah, Westy, so Michaela Weston just tweaked her knee in one of our drills at training, so she'll get that assessed. She'll get a scan this afternoon, but we won't have any more info on that until we get all the information. But yeah, it was a bit unlucky at training, but these things happen. And then Roxy, she'll be fine. She just got a bit of a heavy knock in a marking contest. And was a little bit winded, but yeah, no dramas with Rox.
And Bushby and Smith, they're both down for tests as well.
Yeah, both trained well and got through, so they'll come into consideration when we do match committee this afternoon. So yeah, good to have a couple back. They've managed their rehab really well, and yeah, exciting to bolster some of our availability with a few things getting around this week.
Another absence that could be crucial for you guys, obviously, the tribunal upheld the one-match suspension of Wrench. How's she feeling about that?
She's handled herself incredibly well. Like I've sort of watched her the last 48 hours and thought, wow, she's done better than I would have. But yeah, she's such a pro. Like today, her attitude at training to be out there asking me how she can act like Carlton and giving people tips and that kind of thing. Like I thought she's just handled herself so well. She's disappointed. She's one of our biggest competitors, which is why she plays the way that she does. She wants to be out there, but yeah, she's doing what she can to support the team, and looking forward to seeing them go out and perform so that they give her another chance the week after.
Yeah, she looked really energetic. I imagine she'll play a role even just in kind of keeping the team's vibes up going into it?
Yeah, absolutely. She plays a big role when it comes to vibes. She's the CEO of the vibe department around here, but she was disappointed. She plays the game in such a competitive way that she's, I don't know what her tackle numbers are for the year, but she's executed so many of them well. We take our duty of care around the head really seriously. We've got a tackle coach that we're constantly working with to make sure that we get these things right. These are split-second margins, and this one didn't go in her favour, so she's really understanding of that. She'll keep working on the technique and, keep finding that line, so she's been good.
And as a team, it's a big loss because she gives you some versatility.
She does, yeah. But I think something that we've developed as a squad is that versatility. So while Wrenchy's been adaptable, being able to go forward, back and mid, we've got others in the same boat. So as the pieces shuffle, we just reassess, and thankfully we've got some versatility in other roles that we can shuffle around. So yeah, I think just that next person up mentality we'll lean into, and we feel like we're putting out a team that we're confident in that they can go and perform.
Emma, as a player with the tackling question with Jess's tackle, is that...
1,000 apologies.
How sort of difficult is that to balance as a player? Because obviously hitting the arms is probably a good technique to win a holding the ball for a kick, but the match review might then say that you've breached your duty of care. Is that something you have to be conscious of in these split-second sort of moments?
Yeah, I think definitely over the last couple of years, education around how we tackle has really gone up, probably with the professionalism of the competition, but particularly around the duty of care we have now with the head. So, as Dave said, we work really closely with Dill, our tackle coach, like potentially pin one arm and try and leave one free, and then you sort of get away with that. I think maybe Wrenchy might have only pinned one arm, and sometimes you can't help it. As Dave said, she kind of attacks the footy pretty hard, and she attacks the opponents pretty hard. So sometimes these things are going to happen, and they are split-second decisions that you can't always avoid. So, we do take it really seriously and work really hard on it.
Emma, how do you beat Carlton? Is this potentially the best forward line in the comp, maybe barring North Melbourne? Is it how?
Yeah, I think they play a pretty fast, wide open style of footy. So as backs, there's going to be a lot of jobs down there to try and stop them and try and stop their ball movement as well. But I think our strength is our contest. So if we can keep the ball in a contest and gain territory and chip away at it that way, I think we'll be okay.
I know it's been a week-to-week thing, that's the way you play it, but this is a pretty big game for the club.
Yeah, it is. Probably the biggest game in the club's history, arguably. So it's really exciting to be in this position. I'm pumped for it. It's going to be so good. But yeah, internally it is sort of like a business week, and I know it's a boring answer for you probably, but we do just focus on the process, and that's been a huge growth for us over the last 18 months, the maturity of the group. It really is just review on Monday, we come in main training on Wednesday and get each other ready for whoever we play on the weekend. So that's sort of how it feels at the moment. But then, yeah, I think after being here for a while, you reflect back and go, geez, we've waited a long time for this kind of opportunity.
How do you think the team will deal with that pressure on game day?
We've sort of spoken about it a little bit, but the nature of our group, as I said, the maturity of attacking it as a business and so process-driven, it hasn't been something that I've felt like we're walking around the corridors talking about or getting up and about. It's just sort of how do we beat them and how do we get to our best. Maybe when the siren goes and we've got the win, we might get pretty excited and have to think about next week.
Daisy, do you have like any sort of key message or focus phrase or anything heading into Friday that you want the girls to focus on?
Oh, no, nothing in particular. We've obviously done some work on Carlton, but as Swanee said, we've just been building what we want our best footy to look like all year, and we don't feel like we'll have to stray far from that. We've really put a lot of work into our team defence, and that'll be important against Carlton. How committed we are in a contest has been a big improvement. Our ability to play 4 quarters of physical footy and then, opportunities to score back the other way off the back of those two things. So, Carlton will throw up some challenges, but we don't have to stray too far from what we've been trying to do. And I think the work we've done, we want to be, humble competitors that turn up every week, whether it's off the back of a pleasing performance where we've got 4 points or one where there's been some lessons and we walk away a bit disappointed. We want to be the same team in both those scenarios. So this week, we lean into that as well, is the way to handle big moments like this and big games is to be process driven, and that's what we've been trying to aim to do. So I feel like we just lean into the same mentality we've had all year, and that should put us in good stead.
And after last week's match, you mentioned that concentration lapses had contributed to losing you the game. How do you address something like that?
We thought that for big periods of the Sydney game, we had it looking like a West Coast game and had some of their weapons contained. And then in that third quarter, we just thought a couple of lapses and switching off, and Sydney, to their credit, really capitalised and paid, which we weren't able to do when we had opportunities in the second. So how you address it is on the training track today, just really training moments like that. Coming in and wanting to learn on Monday and wanting to improve. I think to have leaders that kind of lead from the front in those moments is really important, and we trained it today and go out there and look to improve on Friday night.
Daisy, important to have, it's all in your hands. You don't have to rely on other teams. Do you feel that sense of history sort of hovering in a nice way?
No, not really. I guess we're probably in different camps. I've been here 18 months and I've got such belief in this group, so I'm sort of so forward focused and right now focused I haven't started thinking about history or anything like that. For someone who's been here from the very beginning, maybe there's a bit more history and understanding of where we've come from. But for me, it's like, let's just go out there and enjoy this moment. We've got 80 minutes of footy that means something. What a great opportunity to get better. And I just want us to embrace this moment and go out there and try and improve. We're such a quickly developing group. There's a lot of enthusiasm and excitement. So let's not look past the chance to, on a Friday night, go and watch this team go to work. I think that's where my mind sits first and foremost, and we wake up and see where we are come Saturday morning.
How important is Ella to this team?
Pretty important. She goes all right.
Emma, speaking of history, Geelong's Megan McDonald has announced her retirement today. How does it feel to see another one of the inaugural group leave?
Yeah, it's sort of like your draft year. And then it's sort of all coming to an end, and it I guess it hits personally when it's people that you've grown up playing with a lot. So it's sort of like, geez, it's getting close to the end for all of us from that inaugural year. But Meg's an amazing player. I hope she does really well. I'm sure she'll go into coaching or stay involved with the game moving forward. But yeah, I guess it's 10 years from that inaugural season, and we can't play forever, unfortunately.
How much longer have you got left in you?
Oh, geez. As for as long as Daisy wants to keep playing me.
She's still getting PBs in the gym and on the track, so we'll keep her going.
And Emma, how important is the start, just to take the sting out of the game? It's a home game. How important is it, that first?
Yeah, super important. We've spoken about starts pretty much all year. It's been a huge theme for us to focus on that first 10 minutes. Really sets us up for that first quarter and sort of the flow and effect of that. You guys know what it's like. So yeah, it is important that we come out hot, start the game really well, and hopefully catch them on the back foot.
And Daisy, just I'll get your opinion on something. You've been involved in both the men's and women's games. The AFL is introducing the lasso rule next year. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think it will speed up the game?
Yeah, I think so. I think, yeah, we've seen in women's footy, it's like a turnover. As soon as the ball goes out, you know, teams know which way it's going to go. So it will create a bit more movement, take out a few stoppages, that kind of thing. It's pretty close anyway in the men's with the way that insufficient intent's been officiated over the last couple of years. So will it be a massive change? I don't know. I think it'll blend in pretty quickly, become normal pretty quickly as it did for us.